you cry. Honestly, crying is one of my favorite forms of releasing. I also believe that everybody has to journal. I don't think it's healthy to hold in all that trauma. Alright, so like, I've tried, and reels are just not for me. Hold on. Reels are just not for me because it's just too short. They are too short, and I talk too much, right? Not that I talk too much, but I talk a lot. And a reel can't capture what I have to say. Like 30 seconds will never be enough for me. And I just really want to talk about releasing in all forms that I tap into. And I'm gonna lead with crying because I cried today and I feel damn good about it. I love to cry. Like, I enjoy crying. Like, you know, one of the things I hate the most is when they say boys don't cry, or what is that song by Fergie, Big Girls Don't Cry. If you're a big girl that doesn't cry, or a boy that doesn't cry, you're damaged and you have a lot of hurt inside. Like, crying has to be top tier, top one of the best forms of releasing negativity, toxicity, trauma, emotions, happiness, joy. Because I feel like crying is not only for sad or bad times. Like, I cry when I'm happy. Tears of joy to me are everything, because it's me crying for happiness, for a change, you know? Like, because I feel like most times when I cry, it's because I'm sad, or because I'm lost, or because I'm frustrated. So crying when I'm happy, I really hold on to those moments. The last time I cried when I'm happy, like due to happiness, probably was on my birthday, due to the support that I was getting on a sale. It could have been after that, but I don't remember. And I cry a lot, so if it was after that, I don't know. But I just feel like crying is essential to growth. Crying is essential to healing. Your healing journey is never done. You might think you healed yourself, and you come across another obstacle in life that you're supposed to go through, and you gotta work and break down and pull back the layers to healing that part of you. So I think your healing journey is never done, and crying through it will help you get to a higher phase, a higher part of it, because it will truly never be done. Like, there are so many parts of me that I thought that I healed and I thought that I moved on from, just to find out and just to come to terms with the fact that it's more digging I need to do. It's more journaling that I have to do, which is another part of releasing that I want to speak about. It's just more of me, more of Kayla that I need to tap into, and crying is just essential. Like, the way I feel when I cry is similar to the way I feel when I journal. I just feel light, and I feel free, and I feel like a champagne bottle that was just shaken up and bust, because I feel like I'm letting go of all that tension that has been built up. Like, I love to cry. I love crying, and I hate when I cry, and when I see people cry and somebody's like, what's wrong? Because how about what's right? How about, why aren't you crying? Because it doesn't always mean bad. It could be a traumatic experience or something bad that is happening, and that's what caused the tears, but that does not mean that's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, because you're releasing a part of you that needed to be released, let out. I do not believe in suppressing, and that is that's a part of my life that's really hard for me, because I have trust issues, and I don't trust anybody that much to let out my feelings. And that's why God right now in my life and myself are my best friends ever, because sometimes I just have FaceTime when it's just me in the mirror and I'm just releasing everything. And I also call that my God time, when I'm just releasing everything and just talking to God, because I don't trust anybody enough right now in life to vent to, like to deeply vent to. So it's just me, God, my spirit guides, my angels, and my journal that gets that part of me, that raw, just carefree, fearless part of me. Because I don't trust nobody right now. Like, I don't trust anybody right now to go to the depths of me and to let that loose. God is just my confidant, and I just feel so open and just free speaking to him about life and the shit that I go through, because it's a judgment-free zone. And I know through time I will get the answers that I'm looking for to grow and heal whatever I'm going through. Or maybe not to heal it, or maybe not to grow, like to understand it, you know, to understand what it is, to understand why I'm going through it. Because I do believe that everything in life happens for a reason, and we go through everything for a reason. Everything in life is teaching you something about yourself that you don't see, or that you haven't yet captured or understand. So I don't know, crying is essential to me, journaling is essential to me. And if I could tell every single person on this earth one thing in life, it would be to invest into a journal, invest into a pen that you're comfortable writing with, that just glides, and just let that shit out. If you're not the type of person that wants to keep a journal in your space, let that shit out and burn it. Let that shit out and throw it in the water somewhere and let it float away, or let the words, you know, disappear from the water. But journaling, there's beauty in journaling. I'm the type of person that feels like I want to journal and then I want to go back and read it. I'm not going to go back and read it like day of. I might go back and read it months after, a year after, and just tap into how I was feeling and how I grew from that time to now. And just, like, you know, see my headspace, see where my mind was at, like, because I feel like that is crucial. Like, there's certain stuff that you can be comfortable, like, you know, y'all can be like not like me, and y'all can have people around y'all that y'all trust to talk to and vent to, but there's certain shit that you don't want to say to people. There's certain shit that you just feel comfortable telling a journal or having FaceTime and talking to yourself about. It's certain shit that you have to just tell a journal, and you have to just speak to with yourself in the mirror and speak to God about. So invest in a journal. Write a letter to people that you no longer want to or have to speak to anymore. And if you want to burn that shit, burn that shit. But if you want to keep it like me, or I don't keep everything, but if you do decide to keep it, that's fine too. Because you can look back and see how you were, what energy field you were in at that point, how you spoke at that point in your life. I see the growth. or see what you have to grow from, what you have to grow through. This literally just came to me, and I wanted to make a reel about crying and letting people know that there's beauty in vulnerability, and there's beauty in transparency, and there's beauty in just being authentically you. Like, who the fuck gives a fuck about what anybody has to say, how anybody feels? This is my life, and life is about experiencing, and I want to experience it to the fullest. So who cares about what they have to say or how they feel? This is my world, and to be honest, you are just living in it. So I feel like we should all just live life and love and experience. Enjoy the experience, enjoy the ride, enjoy the amazing times, and don't allow a bad moment to control your life and for you to claim your day as a bad day because one bad thing happened. Because 25 amazing things happened, and you're just judging your day off of that one bad experience. No. Claim that today's going to be a good day, and it's going to be a good day. Claim that your life is amazing, and it will be amazing. Do the work. Journal. Grow. Work on your attitude. Work on your being. Work on becoming the best version of yourself every single day. Tap into nature. Pray. Another form of releasing to me is prayer. I pray every single day. I want to tap into and work on my relationship with God more, but that is a very personal, sacred part of my life that I don't really want to share too much of, but just know that I'm tapped into God, and God never leaves our side. So if you do feel like you're not close to him, or you don't hear his voice, or you don't feel him, understand that that is you that drifted away, and he's a forgiving God, so you can always tap right back in. Just pray and talk to him like as if he's a friend, as if he's one of your girls or your boys that you be writing or you be talking to on the phone or you be chilling with. Just release and talk to him just like that, because even though he knows, he wants to hear it from your voice, from your mouth. He wants to feel it from you. So though he knows, that doesn't mean you don't speak to him and release it and talk to him and let him in. Allow him into your life and ask him to come into your world. Allow him in and welcome him. Excuse me. Because he deserves to be there. He is the reason it is. So, and just know I love him. Just know. Can y'all see? Just know I'm God's child, and I'll go to war for that one, because every day he's going to war for me. Another thing I do is I do video diaries, and that, I mean of course I vlog and I talk to y'all on YouTube, which I want to tap more into, and I'm going to tap more into, but at the same time I don't like being on anybody's time. I don't like feeling like I'm planning stuff, and I'm like, for me life is just about flowing, and I just want it to flow effortlessly. I don't believe in force. So if it flows and it feels right to me, I'ma do it. And when YouTube feels right to me, that's when I do it. So that's when it's most genuine to me. So yeah, and that's when I'm gonna upload, and that's when I'm gonna post. I have a lot of videos and a lot of stuff that I have recorded, but when it feels right to be released is when I am. But I also do believe in that when you hold on to things and visions that come to you, you're doing a disjustice to the world, because whatever you have to put out is not ever for you. It's always for somebody else. And though it is for me to release, but it's for somebody else to receive. So I mean, I don't know. Another thing I do though, because I got distracted, and I do get very distracted, is not video diaries, voice diaries, voice memos. I know that app on your phone. Oh shit. Ooh. All right. Y'all know this app here on your phone. The voice memo app, that's my best friend. I like to go walking. My phone fell. I like to go walking. I like to explore. I love nature. Right now I'm sitting outside and nature is my canvas, and it's giving me all the inspiration I need to speak to y'all. Like, I'm looking at nature, and I always look at nature as if it's a television screen. I'm just watching a tree right now, just blowing the wind, and it's giving me, I feel like it's fueling me. Like God's signature on the world. But yeah, I use the voice memo app and I release, and that is one of the most rawest forms of me releasing, because I can listen to the vibrations of my voice and I can tap into exactly into how I was feeling. And it's one of my favorites, one of my favorite forms of release. So I love to cry. I love to what was the second thing I said? I don't know. I forgot. Yo, my mind, y'all, too much of that stuff. Though I don't do it anymore, and I'm so grateful. Like, because I understand now that weed really was just a trauma response for me, because I was trying to tap into a space that I no longer needed to be in, and I wanted to connect with my brothers on a different level. I wanted to feel them, because that is the way that we used to connect, and I feel like smoking was me trying to tap into and connect. But when I realized that I didn't get the same carefree feeling from it that I used to get when I was with them, is when I should have just stopped. But no regrets. I'm done now. I don't smoke anymore. And I'm grateful that I have come to that realization, because it wasn't doing anything for me. And I feel like everything you do in life should have a purpose, and it wasn't doing anything for me. Getting high was not the same. Like, I wasn't laughing the same. I wasn't enjoying life the same way like when I was with them, especially with the people I was doing it with. Like, this wasn't it for me. I was hella paranoid. It just wasn't it. I don't know. So I'm glad that I don't do that anymore. I mean, I'm not gonna say I don't, you know, if I want to. I'm a grown ass woman. I can do what I want to, but that's not something that I rely on. I used to be addicted to the weed smoke, and I'm very grateful that I have transformed, transmuted, elevated from that space of my life. I don't rely on weed anymore. I understand people that smoke, and I'm not knocking nobody that smokes. Everybody knows why they do something. So if you do it for, you know, a genuine reason, do it. But I was chasing something that I would never physically get back, and I'm fine with that, because spiritually we are building a different type of connection. So, but anyways, I don't know what I was saying, but I just do want to say, because I just bought a new memory card. I'm gonna be vlogging tomorrow. We'll talk about that in tomorrow's vlog. But I do just want to lastly say, oh, one more form of release that I love is laughter. If you know me, I'm a goofy ass queen, and I love to laugh. I can make myself laugh. I have 2 parents that should have been on comedy club, because they is funny as hell, and it literally, that's genetic, okay, because it came through my genes. And I'm a comedian. Like, I am the one that gives the laughs, because I'm just funny. It's in my blood, okay? That's one of my favorite forms, next to crying, is laughing. Like, laughter taps me into, when I laugh, I tap into a different part of Kayla, and I'll never want to leave that. Like, them, you know, them belly hurting laughs. Like, I feel like everybody needs that. Like my mom is having one right now, and I need one. I'm gonna get me one. I'm gonna do me something to make me laugh after I finish recording this video. This video just, this like the vision to create this video just came to me. And yeah, so I just want to let y'all know that vulnerability, there is beauty and there's transformation in vulnerability. Okay, to anybody out there, somebody, I know you need to hear this. I know somebody needs to see this. I know somebody needs to tap in and receive this. There's beauty in vulnerability and transparency. Be real and share your testimony, because somebody needs to hear it. At the end of the day, nothing in life are we really doing for us. Rarely are we doing it for us. It's for somebody else, because somebody else needs it. Somebody else needs to know that you went through that and you got through it, you know. So share your testimony, share your vision, share your art, share your dream with the world, because somebody needs that boost. Somebody needs to know that it's okay to cry, and it's okay to release, and it's okay to be addicted to weed, but to move on from that shit, because you can, because you're a boss ass queen. It's okay. Like, comes with growing up. It's a part of it. Like, it's okay to be you. Be authentic. Live in your truth. Love on yourself. Allow yourself to grow, and don't beat yourself up for your down days. There's always a reason you're going through something. Get your journal out. Let them emotions out, and understand why you're going through it, and grow through it, and get closer to God, because getting closer to God allows you to get closer to yourself. When you know, understand, and love your the source that you come from, your creator, you tap into yourself on a whole nother level. And it's okay to be in a season of self-discovery and be with yourself, because God does not speak to you when you're in a crowd. It's okay to be in a season of solitude, because God's timing does not compare to our timing, and it all will pay off in the end. Be present and enjoy the now. Enjoy shit like that. Sometimes I will curse, like, why they doing that? But it's like, why not? Life is for living, like I said. So I don't know, I feel very good releasing and talking. That's one of my other favorite forms of releasing, speaking. Like I said, I speak a lot, and I love to do it. And I'm craving some deep conversation with a like-minded soul. I had an amazing conversation with my god sister today, and I feel like that is what inspired me to record this vlog. So I cannot wait to let out more content when it feels right, because if it don't feel right, it's not for me. Pay attention to your intuition and trust yourself. Trust yourself. Trust that feeling in your tummy. Like, my camera is gonna cut off any minute now because I know I got low storage, but I love y'all for staying tuned for this whole video. Excuse me. If you're new here, I know this was a lot, but we coming this year and next year and all the years to come, because the healing is never done. The self-discovery is never done. Get comfortable with learning and knowing yourself, and tapping into yourself, because there is so much more of you that you need to learn. There is so much more of Kayla that I need to learn.